Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices, and we'll look at the stock 50, the DAX, maybe the CAC and the AEX as well. But yeah, so the wave count is on track. We've had this spike in the markets here. Essentially, I've ignored that. If that didn't occur, then we would have had a nice A wave in 5 waves, the B wave in 3, and then the C wave, well, it's normally in 5 waves. But so I think being a bit philosophical about it and ignoring the spike, I think it's a logical thing to do, and then that would leave us with a nice 5-wave structure up here for wave 5 of wave 3 here. Once that is complete here across global indices, then we'll look for an A and a B and a C wave here as wave 4 that can pull back to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree, or the 38.2% retracement level, which comes in a little bit higher here. Just double check that, yeah. So that comes in higher here on that. So that's quite interesting in that regard. So we can put that up there. I'll just leave that there. So yeah, a correction, another retest of 3,000, and then we're up from that point there. So that's pretty much the template that we've been following, and that's the same with other markets as well. So if we look at the CAC here as well, you can see that we've got wave 1 and 2 here, 1 and 2 and 3, A, B, C for 4 here, and wave 5 moving up here as well. So this wave 5 up here, each trend within each structure has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and you can quite clearly see here that the third wave in the middle here is the longest and strongest. So that leaves wave 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So we're not very far from the top here. This market will dance across 4,500. 5 being the second strongest number here will hold this market here, and we can expect a correction here, and this is the same for the AEX as well. The same sort of pattern here. The only sort of change here that it kind of interests me is that it's lifting this degree 1 higher here as wave 1 of minor degree. The orange is minor degree. So, but that doesn't really affect anything at this stage. The wave 4 here sits a little bit better, and once again wave 5 up into 450 area or close to it. 448 is where the profit taking is. So don't worry about taking this high out here in any of these cases, because yes, it's real, but I just believe it's a part of something, as an event that happened in this period, and it should stay within that period and moving up from that point. I mean, the only other way to label all of this is having this here and having this wave 3 done here as such, but yeah, not that it makes much difference. So still looking at this here like this. So right, oh, that was a bit, I think I mucked that up a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. That's good. The DAX, as I've mentioned before, some of the other markets have moved off much more freely than the DAX. Now, the DAX really has to get above the 10,000 before it's going to sort of catch up in any sort of distance and speed and so on. And the stock 50 across the 3,000. So there's been, this is a pretty tough place to get past. But I think that once this level here, and if this level here, changes from being the resistance to being support, then you could say that, well, it would just be another sort of bit of evidence to give us a bit of confidence to see the market higher at that point. On the 4-hour chart, just to simplify this a little bit, and still looking at 10,000 as the wave 3 high. So it works reasonably well as wave 1 here and wave 2 here, then 1 and 2 and 3 And the spike here, even though it overlaps wave 1 here, I don't mind because it is a spike and it was created by a comment. So otherwise wave 4 would have come to this area here, which would have been suffice, and then wave 5 up to here. So this wave 4 here shouldn't overlap this wave 1 here, so it should be fine where it is. That'd be roughly the 38.2 retracement level for a move back here. So let's just say that it goes up to 10,100 here, just to give it a bit of space. So that would leave the 38.2 retracement level back at this point here. So that's what we're looking at for this market. There is another count here as well. I don't think it's a case, but we'll just look at it anyway because the Nasdaq is a little bit like this as well. So this is just another way to view it. This would be a more sort of powerful way to view it, and it's not off the table. We'll leave it here for a little while until sort of proven otherwise, which is wave 1 to here of minor degree, wave 2 to here, and then all of this up for wave 1 and wave 2 to come back here, this up for wave 1 and wave 2 to come back here. But this 61.8 retracement level here will be roughly the 38.2 retracement level for the other wave 3 that we looked at. So we're still coming back into the same space here. So we will keep this wave count for a little while, and we'll be able to work out that, if this move here is going to move here, then it's going to move real quick here if this is the case, because we'd have wave 3 of the orange one, the wave 3 of the blue one, wave 3 of the green one here. So it'll be the third of the third of the third. So it would move really quick at this point here. And that's possible. Wave 1 here has moved reasonably swiftly, hasn't it? So it's a possibility. And we'll look at that when we get there. We'll look at this wave 2 structure compared to a wave 4 structure. So wave 2 will be simple and sharp. The wave 4 in blue structure will be more time consuming. So we'll just leave this one here for the time being on the 15-minute chart, just to and go back to the old count as well. But as you can imagine, the 10,000 is in play here. So we're looking at we're looking to a finish for this little structure to the upside here, and look anywhere up here we may get. It doesn't. This looks like an ABC. I feel that we'll be making another high here. So should get little 5-wave structure within here. If not, then we'll have a basically, because this is not this is not impulsive here. It's corrective, but this little move here is in 3 waves too. So that can be a B wave, then a C wave down here, and then a move up. And if that's the case, then we would need to move this guy here to here, and then this one here to here, because this is a bigger size than this one here. But I'm thinking, it doesn't really matter. I mean, if you can get a setup on top of 10,000, then you can get to 10,100. But I wouldn't sort of push it too much past that, because this trend here hasn't been corrected as yet. So any move, any setup on here can be on top of this high here once that's retested. So a break of that there if you're a day trader. All right, well, that's it really. Just sort of, everything is on track. Everything is looking bullish. So I think that we've got, nice, steady trends to the upside. So you just really need some sort of tactics about how to handle it now.